Hi there, Martin here again. So yesterday with Larry the Landy I started filling in all the big holes that there were around the van, just temporarily so that it's watertight, weather-tight, until I decide how I'm going to repanel the sides and where I'm going to put the windows. Today's jobs, two jobs. Firstly, I'm going to give it a really good clean because it's covered in this horrible green slime that's all over, and I'm sure he'll feel a lot better for a nice clean bath. And then secondly, I need to start looking at the electrics. I'll talk about that more in a moment, but I've got my washer and I'm going to start washing. I have to say that's a lot better. I mean, I feel better even if Larry doesn't. But yeah, got rid of all the green slime, managed to look at the panel work everywhere, and I'm actually quite pleased that it's not dented or in a bad way. Obviously I'm going to repaint it, but I think I'm going to put a military paint on it, like a drab olive or something like that, so it'll completely be repainted anyway. But it's not looking too bad. And would you believe it, when I went in the back, there's hardly any drips at all. So all the sealing that I did yesterday has all worked. In fact, the only place where a little bit drip came in was where I put the skylight in the back corner, because the frame was all cracked anyway, so it didn't make a very good seal. So maybe need to put a bit more, but it may have been just the angle that I was spraying in. So yeah, good job, I think. Now, as I said earlier, the next job I've got to do is electrics. So there's lots of missing lights, and I've got wires that are just hanging down. So I've got to work out what wire does what and put it all back together again. In the front here, I've got no dash, and I've got all sorts of wires. I've got to connect all this up. It's just a complete mess of wires, so I've got to now trace what all of those do. One of the benefits of having an old Land Rover is you can get PDF versions of the workshop manual. So this is a nice fat manual that's got everything you need to know about the 90s and 110 Land Rovers. So that's really handy. That's got the wiring diagrams in it. Also, it's about 7 years since I've had a Defender, and so I dug out my trusty Haynes manual out the garage, only to find that the mice have eaten a number of the pages. So I've had to order a new one, but that'll also have a wiring diagram in it, so at least it's nice and simple. All you've got is some coloured wires and earth return, so no CAN bus or other stuff to worry about. So let's see how I get on. I think rather than putting the dashboard on, I'm going to start connecting up wires, because it'd be easier to trace while they're behind the dashboard here. So I've just given these connections on the back of the instrument panel just a clean with my fingers, and I'll push these two put those connectors on, and then let's try putting the ignition on and see if anything lights up. Oh, how about that? So we've got some lights that have come on. Brilliant. Let's see what happens when we start it. Well, how about that? Yeah, that is really good. So that's a positive start. I'm just looking at the front here, and each of the headlights looks like the wires are not attached, so I'm going to probably have to take out the headlights or work out where I put the connections. The same on both sides. I've just had a look at the back, the same problem. So I think the next thing is to study the wiring diagrams, work out the colours that go where, and then work from the lights backwards, and eventually hopefully get it all to work. On this side, the driver's side, I've got a load more wires that are just not connected at all. So this is quite a major job that I've got on now. I think I'll have to have a sit down now and look at the wiring diagram and work out what goes where.